Today on the Bear Movie Guy's talking about Godzilla -1. Let's get into it. Brought to you by the Bear Movie Guy. Hey, so yeah, there was like two movies. There at the beginning of the year, there were two movies I really wanted to see. There was Oppenheimer and Dune Part Two. Dune Part Two got moved, and then a couple months ago, I started hearing about this Godzilla -1. Now, I'm a huge Godzilla fan in a lot of ways. I used to want to desperately watch them on Sundays and didn't want to go to church as a kid. My mom will never let me hear the end of that. But I've loved Godzilla since I was a kid. And I love the original, like the original. I think it's amazing. Um, I've liked some of the American stuff. It's okay. But Godzilla's back home where he's supposed to be, and that's in Japan, and that's in Japanese. And so the Godzilla -1 came out, and every person I know that likes movies that saw it thought it was great. Now I live in the edge of Canada, a little place called Cape Breton. It's an island, just part of Nova Scotia. We have one theater in our local community. One theater has 10 screens. It's a nice enough theater, but um, Godzilla -1 came out a little while ago, and it wasn't playing here. And I was just like, man, there was two films left I wanted to see badly, and the rest of the film of the year, which was Godzilla -1 and The Boy and the Heron, and neither one of them were playing in my theater. And I was sad about that, and was just like, oh crap. And then all of a sudden, last week or this week, boom, Godzilla was on the. So was The Boy and the Heron. So I'm going to go see that next week. But Godzilla -1 was all of a sudden on the thing, and there it was, and I was like, oh. And so my whole family and me went. Here's pictures of that, which was awesome. We went out for burritos, which was a first. We haven't done that since we've been here. Uh, yeah, I live just outside of a place called Sydney, which is the second biggest city in my province, but it's still not a very big city. And we went and had burritos, and then we went and saw Godzilla -1 as a family. And let me tell you, movie finished, and I was like, damn, just damn. Like it, Godzilla movie, not supposed to make you cry, but it hit me in the feels and just like tears and like there's so like so if you don't know nothing about it, it's basically set right after World War II. And I just found out why it's called -1, because it's supposed to be that during the war, Japan was hit so hard that they were basically at zero as a country. They were like, recovering from war and to atomic bombs and all this stuff. And it was really just like they were at a zero level. And then this giant thing attacks them, which makes them -1. Now they're not even at zero. They're worse than they were. It's going to take them time to recover from war. And now they're -1 because Godzilla just keeps on attacking them. And the story is told from the perspective of a guy who was a failed kamikaze pilot who's dealing with that shame, and then he accidentally stumbles into a family, and then Godzilla starts attacking, and he the family deals with that, and stuff happens in the family and this little community that's around them of people that they work with and all this stuff. Oh my lord. So Hollywood needs to take notes. Hollywood seriously needs to take notes, because number one, this movie only cost 15 million to make, and it looks really good. Number two, though, storytelling. You get really invested in this family because the acting's really great. Like acting, fantastic. Don't know any of the actors in particular. I've never seen any of them before, as far as I know. But the acting's great. The cinematography's great. But the storytelling, the building, the taking time to get you to care about this family, and then the way they work that into the story, oh man. And then Godzilla is just freaking awesome. Godzilla is great. Godzilla's amazing, and he looks great. Kind of a couple times looks like a character in a costume, which my daughter loved. She just is off camera, she doesn't know. But he looks fantastic. The effects look great. The storytelling's amazing, and it is officially it's a 5-star movie, hands down, easy. But it's also my favorite film of the year. I'm going to see it again next week, and I'm so happy that I. So, if you haven't seen Godzilla -1, even if you don't like Godzilla, even if you're not a subtitle person, give it a shot. It is amazing. I give it 5 out of 5. It's worth seeing every time. And I wanted to talk about it. So let me know if you've seen it or planning on seeing it, and what your favorite Godzilla film is, if not this one. This is my favorite. The original is my other favorite. And then strangely, I like the Matthew Broderick one, even though I like a lot of the Toho ones from my childhood. Anyway, thanks for watching. You have a good time watching this movie if you go watch it. YouTube's life.